want a dream that one day I would be found, and your love would lift me to where I would find joy. I want it more. There was no one to say, Yeshua, I love you, come have a good day. But you came and lifted my soul to brightest way. And I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you. I just wanna thank you for my brighter day. And I wanna thank you for my brighter day. If you're down, don't be crying. Don't know that thing won't pass you by. There's a moment when your life will be brand new. When you will say thank you, Adonai. You heard my cry. Thank you, oh holy Adonai. You heard my cry, so thank you. I'm no longer sad and blue. Oh, I can't deny. I wanna testify for you. Testify for your love, Adonai, coming down from above, 'cause you heard my cry, Oh, Adonai, you heard my cry, you didn't pass me by, but you heard my cry. I wanna thank you. Oh, thank you, Adonai. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, Adonai, my Lord. Hallelujah. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Says, blessed are you, Lord, King of the universe. Ata kadosh. It means you are holy. Ata kadosh. Vishemeka kadosh. Your name is holy. Ukdoshim, because Yom, Hallelujah, Sila. And holy ones, praise your name. That's my identity. I come to those who are the holy ones of Israel. Holy ones are those who have wholeness of life. Wholeness of life, having understanding of the two aspects of the totality of life, being the relative, the material, the objective world that we see, and then, of course, the unseen, spiritual, eternal, transcendental world, which is the basis of all the objective things that are seen. And inherent in every impulse of creation is the divinity and the light of existence. And as you cultivate your consciousness, we begin to infuse more and more of the unseen pure consciousness that is the source of everything, that is the infinite laws of nature, the infinite laws of nature that determines everything in the relative world, in the celestial world, in the objective world of the universe and universes, the omniverse. That intelligence is speaking to you. That intelligence is the only intelligence, and you're finding that in the scriptures in Deuteronomy 6:4. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Here is the Lord our God is one. That one infinite source of existence, immortality, intelligence manifesting itself. Existence became conscious. And when existence became conscious, intelligence became intelligent. And so we are intelligent. We now come to demonstrate this intelligence to bring knowledge of the transcendental intelligence that each and every one of us is an individualized expression of. And our incarnation objective is to engage in a practice, something that binds us back to the source of that existence. I think the word religion, religare, to bind back to the source, to self-reflect, to engage in a meditation that initiates vertical thinking, to take the subjective mind deeper and deeper into its own consciousness, become increasingly aware of its total capacity of consciousness, and then even transcending the subtlest aspect to merge with divinity itself. Communion with God. Communion with God. Communion with God, daily communion with God, taking the mind into and out of the internal heaven, the inner field of pure being, into your own soul, if you will, contemplating the self-reflection, Baba Yeshua teaches. It's just reflecting upon that self that is beyond the noise of the relative existence, and infusing more of that into your mind. And as that takes place, your physiology begins to change, because in every state of consciousness there's a corresponding level of physical function, because this physiological mechanism is so precious, because without it we could not perceive the omnipresence of the oneness of God. And as we purify our own minds by taking our minds into our own internal being, our physiology is optimized, our perceptions are refined, our heart begins to overflow with the love of God, because the love of God is a consequence of daily communion with God. And daily communion with God naturally results in devotion. Devotion is so critical. Surrender. Total surrender. And then you'll say, thank you. Oh, thank you, Lord. I want to thank you. Oh, I thank you for my joy inside. Oh, you see? The prophets have spoken of this. This is what Yeshua said before, that the kingdom of heaven where? It's within, not up in the sky. You can't go and read about it, although reading about it is inspiration to go seek a technology of consciousness by which we can find it within ourselves and then live it and be transformed and to become one with that. And when one dissolves into infinity, then one begins to live of God begins to fill over, because you see, as God is one, then begins to see not only the self as God, but God as the only self. It's like a man that puts on green spectacles. Everything he sees then is green, no matter what. So when you put on and cultivate God consciousness, oh, you begin to perceive the glory of God and live in the glory of God, and that's the fullness of existence. Contentment now becomes a voice of consciousness for that. This is what Baba Yeshua is bringing to you. Not himself, not in personal self, but the universal self. That is you. That is I. That is I and I, the only I.